Hey YouTube, we're going to do the second part. We did the top already, so now we're going to do the bottom half. You can see I took that trim piece off, part that was holding everything in place. So now it's time to do the bottom half. I'm going to mix this up quick because I'm expecting people to come home. So let's see what I can get done here. So right now I'm just mixing up the mortar. And again, you want the consistency of peanut butter. So I've already got my stuff pre-cut and dry fit it. Very important to dry fit because it doesn't matter how many measurements you take. It seems like it's different when you set it in place. I had one piece, I measured it a couple of times, and when I cut it, it was still too big. Cut it again. So this is a little bit thinner than last time, but it's still going to be fine. So this time we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. Now when you're doing little tiny pieces like this, what you can do is you just build them up so they're high in the middle and low on the sides. And then you should be able to set them into place, no problem. Just give it a little bit of a squeeze. Clean up the excess like that. Now if you're using one of these things that has a trowel, instead of just one of these that has a trowel and one of these on it, then you can just trowel it on and then do that. It's a little bit quicker and easier. Again, we've got the spacers here, so we're going to use them. Generally, like I said, I don't use the spacers, but I do when I'm doing walls. If I get an opportunity to do floors, then I'll show you some tricks on how to do it without spacers. It's not very difficult. If you, like I said it before, if you're new at it, you can use the slow drying compound, and that gives you time to fix anything up. As you can see, there's a crown there. Now the sides that I cut are going into the sluter strip, and then on this side of the wall the sides that I cut are going here, so they can be hidden by the trim. So all you do is you just work your way up like this. What's going to happen at the top is we're going to be off by a little tiny bit. So if I have some shims, I'll put that in the bottom, work everything up, and I'll leave the shims there till it dries, and then everything should be just peachy. Again, remember you want to keep your trowel straight up and down so you get the proper depths of your valleys. Find the cut edge. Any mortar you have stuck in there, when it dries you can dig it out a bit. It's not a big panic. Try to get out what you can with a wet rag. But don't panic if you get it in there. Okay, one more. The important thing is when you're putting your mortar on your tile is to make sure you're pushing down on it so that it actually adheres to it, because you can just run it over the top and it won't adhere. And that's generally what happens when tiles fall off. Some tiles, when you're buying tiles, talk to the person you're buying them from. Sometimes they'll need special latex additives and stuff like that. So just double check when you're doing the job. The ones with the latex additives, as long as you're not allergic to latex, you'll never be able to tell the difference. But as you can see, there's not a lot of magic to it. You can definitely be neater when you do it than I am, but still not anything magical. Takes practice cutting, and sometimes it's not easy to get everything lined up just the way you want. It's easier than you might think. So now what's important, so we're going to try and get these all up to where they're supposed to be. Do that gently. Pull up from the bottom. And then you can take your shims. And then once your shims are in, just double check everything. Make sure it fits in there pretty good. And there you have it. So now I'll just wipe these tiles down, so I don't have to do it when this water dries off. And then soon, it'll be ready to grow. 2 hours with this stuff that I have. Okay, so that's how it goes. I'll do the other side. It'll look like this side, and then we'll grout. I'll do another video with the grout. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.